Okay, let me make sure it's recording. Good. What's up, Shadows? Today, uh, it's going to be What If Asta Had Time Magic Part 2, and where we left off, Asta was just walking into the portal after grabbing Nami off Nami's head. Grabbing his hand off Nami's head. And anyway, he walks into the Black Bulls, and he doesn't even say anything because I'm going to make Asta kinda rude as a forced encounter, just because I kind of want him to be, and plus I want him to not live in that small room because there's going to be a few episodes where he goes shopping, well, a few parts where I just have him go shopping just because I want him to. Anyway, he goes and he picks the second biggest room, and he throws out all the stuff, like literally all of it. He just throws all of it out, and he makes sure he gets all of it, and he goes puts it in the room that he thinks that he's gonna get, which is basically the smallest room. And he only picks the bare minimum because that's exactly what could fit. So a counter, a bed. Basically, he just moves that into the small room, and in the bedroom, in the big room, he automatically goes to the store, buys a new bed, carries it all the way back, and after after he carries it back, he sets up his room. I'm not going to get too detailed in how he sets up his room, but he sets up his room and stuff, and then he goes outside and he finds Noelle training, and he just says, before she could even cast a spell, or so she's not embarrassed. He says, "Hi, did you come out here to train? I was about to train too. Do you want to train with me?" And Noelle's like, no, I don't train with commoners. And she's like, no, she says, no, I'm noble. Nobles don't train. And Alsta's like, oh, it just looks like you was out here training. Never mind, I'll just train. So he starts throwing spatial orbs and doing time magic attacks at the target. Basically, fast forwarding it, slowing, making it die faster, stopping it in time, rewinding it, and basically just using his magic in general. And Noelle's like, wait, are you the Wizard King's son? You kind of do look like him, because it says she knows him. And Noelle's like, no, Asta's like, no, I can't be the Wizard King's son. I was raised in an orphanage, and why even ask? I don't even know what he looks like to begin with. And Noelle says, "Come on, I got to take you to my brother," and ask him, does he believe? Does he think what I'm thinking? And her her brother just says, yes, I do, and pushes her to the side and grabs Asta, looks at him some more, and says, I gotta take you to the Wizard King. He takes him to the Wizard King. Asta automatically pushes him away and says, I'm not going to meet the Wizard King because he's not my dad. I'm an orphan, and he walks away. And he grabs Noelle and says, let's go back to the Black Bull's hideout. So he automatically, because I think it was this one where I said he was going to make them get out of 2 stars in one day, in 2 days. Get all the way to 1 star in one day. I think it was this one, because I don't remember getting to the interest exam on What If Asta Had Fire Magic, but if I did, let's just say for now, he did say it, until I know which one he did. But I'm 100% sure I left it off at him going to the entrance exam and not him at the entrance exam because, yeah. Anyway, so he automatically just starts doing missions, quest, and it says, I made a bet with myself because Noel's like, what are you doing? And Asta says, I made a bet with myself. I would get us all the way I would get us all the Black Bulls all the way to 1 star in 1 day. And Noel's like, that's impossible. They have 150 debt. And Asta's like, correction, they have 50 debt. And she goes and looks at the stars. She sits there, counts it, and she's like, wait, what? And by the time she's done counting it, Asta already came back with 10 more stars, making them 40 debt. And he basically does that all day until he gets down to 1 star. And then by the time he's completely done, he passes out. And then he wakes up and he goes to Nami and he said, I did it. I don't have to quit. You have 1 star. And Nami's like, wait, no, you didn't. Like, so he goes all the way down and he checks, and he's like, this kid, he has to be the Wizard King's son. One star. We got all the way from 150. We basically got 151 stars in 1 day. And Nami's like, we gotta go talk to the Wizard King. And Austin's like, no, I already told. And Austin's like, no, Captain, I don't want to, Captain. I already told, I forgot her name, Noelle, that, I don't want to say the Wizard King quite yet. And Nami says, I am your captain and you'll do as I say. And Asta says, okay. He just puts his head down and starts walking. As they're walking, Nami tries cheering up Asta a bit by, I don't know, just playing around with him. And they get into, they go see the Wizard King. And Asta is, I think I have Asta 2 books in this. One time magic and one anti-magic, I think so. Yeah, I did. Because in my other what if I could have Asta attack Grimoire and defense. Okay, yeah, I did. I know I go from. Oh, okay. Anyway, Asta pulls out his Grimoire, does a time magic spell, and the Wizard King's like, wait, that's my magic. How did you do my magic? And Asta's like, no, this is my magic. As then he points out the difference, and the Wizard King said, Asta says, do your spell, do one of your spells. He does the same exact spell. Asta points out little differences that doesn't even matter, like how his time orb has different symbols and less symbols and stuff. And the Wizard King just says that's probably because your magic is stronger since it was passed down from mine. And Asta slowly can't deny that he is Wizard King's son. And Asta automatically he's mad but happy at the same time. And he's like, so the first question he automatically pops out is, why did you give me up for adoption? Basically, because he basically was up for adoption, but nobody adopted them, I guess you could say. That's why I think they was up for adoption, because they're at a church, and that the church was basically adoption center, so they could have been up for adoption, but I don't know. And he's like, and the Wizard King says, I didn't. You was kidnapped. I think. Yeah. He says you was kidnapped. On the night that you was born, the capital got under attack, and your mom and my wife died. And so Asta's like, wait, so my mom's dead, and he's like, yeah, I think she was a demon. And because Nami already knew this, so he says it in front of him, and he's like, I think she was a demon, and that's how you got the demon grimoire. Let's just say she was the demon queen, basically, well, demon princess, as you can say, because she wasn't promoted to queen, because she died. So Asta is also a prince in a way, and the a wizard. Well, he's a prince on prince because he's the wizard king's son, making him the wizard prince, and also making him the demon prince, making him have the 5 leaf grimoire that is going to turn, well, making him have the 5 leaf grimoire, and I think I have him a 4 leaf time grimoire. If not, let's just say I did. Anyway, he goes and let me see. Let me see something real quick. What's important? Okay, 3 minutes left. That's our thought. Okay, let's see. What am I gonna do for these 3 minutes? I think the first arc that I'm going to get into is the dungeon arc. Because the kidnapping, I mean, not the arc where Asta ran after a robbery, well, a robber for the Wizard King never happened since Asta was talking to the Wizard King, so the Wizard King never got stolen from, practically, I guess you can say. Because wasn't that old lady, like, wasn't she the Wizard King? That's what I always thought, at least. I wasn't sure. Anyway, so, like, I think she is, cause I forgot if she is or not. Anyway, so, since the Wizard King knows his son is going to be on the job, he sends his son to go get the Golden Dawn, and tells his son that he can grab some people from the Black Bulls to go and hire some people. So he gets from the Golden Dawn, he gets Asta, obviously. He gets a healer because he's being smart, which that is, I forgot the Noel's cousin's name. And he gets 4 eyes because I also forgot his name. And from the from the Black Bulls, he gets Noel, just because it's another kid his age. He doesn't even know her magic. And he gets Luck, and obviously himself, making a 6 group team. And while they're flying, they're using 4 eyes is ride. He says, my dad, and you know it's like your dad, and Asta's like, yeah, my dad's the Wizard King, and Asta, automatically just shuts up right there and says, wait, that's the Wizard King in his head. And anyway, he's like, as I was saying, the Wizard King put me in charge of this mission. 4 eyes automatically talks up and says, wait, no, I'm in charge of this mission, I thought. And he's like, nope, and plus, he's like, my dad put me in this charge of this mission because I got the Wizard, the Black Bulls out of debt, and I got them 1 star. And the 4 eyes is like, that's impossible. They had 150 stars, and you was only on their team for a day. And he's like, well, I said I was going to do that, didn't I? And he did. 4eyes just shuts up right there for now, because I don't want to get into that. Anyways, also says we're all going to work as a team, no fighting, all that good stuff he just says. And Luck he looks at Luck and says, no running away or breaking off from the team. And then he looks up at Noel, and then he looks at Noel and says, same for you. And anyway, what type of magic do you even have? And Noel's like, water magic. And he's like, what's your control on it? And that's like a shot to the heart for her. And she's like, I can't control it at all. She mumbles under her breath, and Asta's like, speak up. So she yells off the top of her lungs, I can't speak today, that I can't control my magic, god damn it. And Asta's like, oh, I can help you with that when we get back to the black. Then he says, for now just leave the we'll leave the we'll let you attack, but we'll only let you attack like small monsters and stuff like that, because we don't have time for you missing. And she takes that as a rude comment, and she says, you might be the Wizard King's son, but that doesn't mean you get to be rude. And Austin's like, I wasn't even trying to be rude. And they get to the dungeon, and I'm going to leave it off there. Like, don't forget to like, comment, and sub. The Shadow Master signing out.